Right now, I'm going to show you 5 tricks all professionals use in Adobe Photoshop. For this first example, I'm going to start with sampling colors outside of Photoshop. I'm first going to go up here, and just so it's a little easier to see, I'm going to pull in this color, this duotone right here, to this image. So first you're going to come down here to the bottom, and you're going to select Gradient Map. Gradient Map right here, select Gradient Map. You're going to come up to the color profile, and we'll select our first color. One click on color. And the trick to this is you're going to start on the image, click and hold, and drag over to the other image. So you're going to find your first color, you're going to release. Okay? That's your first color. I'm going to do my second color. Again, click down on color. And we're going to start on the image, click, drag over to our second color, which is this blue. So I'm going to pick a little more in the water here. I'm going to release. Let's make sure we hit OK here. OK, OK. Now we're going to come back to our Photoshop image, and now here you go. We have the duotone color image of the image we sampled off of Pinterest. So for number 2, I like to call this the hidden curves trick. So just like last time, we're going to come down to the bottom right, and we're going to click and go to curves. Once we have curves up, for Windows, we're going to hold Alt, and for Macs, we're going to hold Option, and we're going to hold that and click this slider. And what you'll see will happen is it'll go black, and as soon as you start to drag, you're going to see these artifacts appear. These artifacts are telling you that you're starting to lose detail in those areas. So I like to just show them a little bit. Okay, so we're going to leave it about there. And now I'm going to come to the other side and do the same thing. I'm going to hold Alt and click. And again, those little artifacts are going to pop up. So this looks like the darker side. So I don't mind if I lose a little bit of detail in those dark places. I'm going to release. And there we go. And you can see a tiny bit of difference. This picture is already pretty well balanced. The other trick is you can do it individually by color. So let me reset. And I'm going to go to the drop down and pick red. And so you can do this also for the red. I'm going to pick there and release. I'm going to pick there and release. Let's see. Let's make this a little bit more red. I'll show you kind of what happens if we go extreme on this. We're going to go to green, do this really fast, adjust green. This photo will probably look quite a bit green after I am done with it. We're going to go there. Okay, so now I'll show you so you can see the before and after. I'm going to hide it, and then I'm going to show it. So now you can see the difference. Number 3. This is going to be if you're working on an image and you don't like the direction, and let's say you're masking something and you want to rotate it so the direction is a little easier to mask that specific area. What you're going to want to do is you're going to hold R and click. And now what you're able to do is rotate the image to any direction you need in case you want to mask something at a different direction. Now to go back to the way it was, again, you're going to hold R and go up to the top left and click Reset View. As you can see up here though, you can also adjust your rotation angle if you want it specific, but to reset this, we're just going to hit Reset. And now you can see the image is back to where it was. Number 4 is going to be my favorite trick on this list. What you can do is make a PDF presentation. So if you go up here to File, you're going to go all the way down to Automate, and then click PDF Presentation. So you can do a couple things here. First, you can go to Browse, and you can select different files that'll be added, or you can add open files. These open files will pull from images you already have open in Photoshop. So you can see I have 3 different generic images here as a demonstration. Next, you're going to want to head over here to Output. You can select if you want a multi-page document or if you want to do a presentation. So for this demo, I'm going to do presentation, and I'm going to come down here. I'm going to want Advance, and then you're going to pick how many seconds you want it to advance. I'm going to pick 3. You can also pick your transition. I'm going to pick a dissolve transition and save this. You're going to find where you want this to be saved. I'm going to call it Nature Show. You're going to save this. Save as PDF. So you're going to find where this document is located. You're going to open it. You're going to hit yes. It's just asking you for full screen. And now the image should advance with that dissolve. And there we go. So now you have your presentation. So for my 5th and final trick, I'm going to show you how to expand an image. To start, you're going to want to hit C for crop tool. Once the crop tool opens up, you can grab an edge. And what you can do is you can hold Alt on Windows or Option on Mac, and you can spread each side evenly. Now, if you don't hold Alt, you will just expand one side. If you hold Shift, you will expand each side evenly. Now, we're going to hold Alt, and we're going to expand this to a width you'd like. And you're going to come up to the top, and you have 2 different options for filling these edges. You have Generative Expand, and you have Content Aware Fill. These are just 2 different methods the Photoshop uses to automatically expand these. It's kind of 2 different softwares. We're going to do Content Aware Fill, and I'm going to hit Enter. So now you see it generated the extra edge using the Content Aware to the side of it. Now I'm going to hit Control Z and go back, and I'm going to do the same method, but I'm going to use Generative Fill instead. So we'll come up here, we'll use Generative Fill to expand. We're going to hit Enter. It'll now analyze the image and spit out the fill for the edge. And as you can see, it looks a little different than the previous one. You can also, on the right side, pick different options of what you think looks best. If you knew any of these tricks and you want a little bit more of a challenge, let me know by commenting down below and I'll come out with another video. Make sure you also like if you like the video, subscribe, that really helps out a lot. Other than that, I'll see you in the next one.